Limerick made a big statement by winning 36 points to 123 in the Munster Hurling Championship against Clare this weekend. Like 36 points is a massive score. I know high scoring in hurling is a big feature these days, but still to score 36 points is a mean feat, and I thought they were excellent personally. The way they moved the ball, the way they were able to get their main shooters into the game, I just thought they were a joy to watch. Really outstanding performances from their entire team. Even from their defence, half backlines in particular, like Kieran Byrne scoring 3 points from play. Declan Hannon as well was immense. Paddy O'Loughlin didn't look out of place. I know he played some games last year, but he didn't look out of place, and I think that he could definitely step it up and maybe even have a number 7 spot for the rest of the year, potentially, depending how he performs in the next couple of games. And Gerard Hegarty was outstanding to watch. 5 points per play. I remember saying even to the old fella watching it with me that like it's just effortless. He doesn't even have to break sweat or break really swing back hard. He just gets the ball and he just can just pass it over the bar nearly. Like it doesn't take much effort really for him as well. Kyle Hayes was standing as well. Tom Morrissey, they were just excellent as well. And Aaron Glad maybe didn't have his best game, but really still did it well from frees, and Peter Casey excellent as well, and had a big impact from the bench as well. Seamus Flanagan and Pat Ryan scoring 2 points too. So yeah, Limerick can take a lot of positives now. For Clare, the positives for them was Tony Kelly gave one of the best displays in the Munster Championship in the last couple of years, scoring 17 points. Like I believe it was 8 from play. Just a mean feat and really deserving man of the match. Definitely my man of the match anyway. But the faults with Clare was that they didn't have enough Tony Kellys really. Not enough of Clare players really stood up when today. That I think they would have been happy with the first half display. 15 points apiece. You take that. Clare were without. We know John Conlon, Peter Duggan, Colin Galvin, Podge Collins. That's 4 of your core team from gone, and I think that it really showed for Clare really. And I know they got some good score. Ryan Taylor got a goal in the second half. From bad Limerick defending, but that was far. But unfortunately, we didn't see enough from their forwards really, and their midfield. I think they weren't able to win midfield, and Clare had the inside line in there with Shane O'Donnell. They definitely were able to. Shane O'Donnell, Ryan Taylor, they're definitely able to hurt Limerick, and they were able to get at Limerick, but unfortunately they just weren't getting enough supply of ball, and they didn't really seem to have any forward plan. It was kind of like we'll hit the ball and hope for the best, and I think it will be a worry for Clare going into the next round. Now I do think that they could win the next game, but it all depends on the draw. But it is looking like an uphill battle for Clare without the 4 boys missing, and I think they could have an early exit. But I think they'll be pleased with the first half anyway. If they can get more than what they did in the first half going, I think they could definitely at least get to a quarter final. Like Stephen O'Halloran, I thought was very good, a cornerback. I think just the problem as well was David Reedy is a good player, but probably centre forward didn't really suit him, and David Fitzgerald, probably more midfielder or half back really than half forward. I thought Colin Malone tried, Jeremy Ryan tried, but I just think that they didn't have enough fluency really in as a whole really to get going, and I think they only got 1-6 from play. To be totally honest, I think that is far too low. You can't expect to win a Munster Championship game when you only score 1-6 from play. You can't have any qualms really, and you look at the difference as well. Ryan Taylor scored 1-1, but Gerard Hegarty for Limerick got 5 points. Kyle Hayes got 3 points. Tom Marcy got 4 points. Peter Casey got 3 points, and they were on all of them were from play. So basically, Gerard Hegarty and Kyle Hayes and Tom Marcy, their half forward line got more scores from play, than Clare did as a whole, and that's not good enough, unfortunately. But Limerick, yeah, excellent display. Like there are many teams tips for the All Ireland to go far. I certainly think they'll definitely go far in this year's championship. With the team they have and the squad they have, like I think they're too good to not go a long way in this year's championship. And I think their coming fixture against Tipperary, I think we'll find out more about where Limerick are against Tipperary than we did against Clare, and it's only natural because Tip are the All Ireland champions, and that's going to be a mouth-watering game. I think that's going to go right down to the wire, and I want to give credit to another thing. I want to give credit Limerick with as well, that at 15-all Clare would have taken that, and I think people even said in the Sunday game, now we'll see what Limerick are made of. Well, will be up for the fight, and they were, and they got the first couple of points in the first half, and really they just kicked on really, and it was an excellent display, and they were full value for their win, and that's all for my review of Limerick versus Clare. Before I go, I want to also give a quick mention to Antrim and Kerry, who had wins in the Joe McDonagh, and also wins for Mayo in the Nicky Rackard, along with Sligo in the Larry Maher. So congratulations to Limerick and all the teams that won this weekend. I shall be back soon. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.